And that's the sound that we all love. Hi, I'm Jheronimus Duko, and today I would like to show you how you can create your own drum sounds. For today's tutorial I choose Sylenth, but if you understand the basic principles, you can do this with almost every synthesizer. What a kick drum basically is a sine wave that's played from a very high pitch to a very low pitch very fast. And it stays at the low pitch for the bottom of the kick drum. I'm going to show you that. So I pick a sine wave, and now with envelope 1, I'm going to assign that to pitch A. So pull the sustain down and turn up the decay. And if I turn this up and make it longer, you can hear the laser beam sound. That's nice. Now, drop it 2 octaves and some, I don't know, and a little bit more, and you can hear it goes down into the bass area. If I do this faster, you can hear a kick drum sounding sound. See? You can almost hear the kick drum in it. So I can take the sustain down from the amplifier envelope, and just with some decay I can make a percussive sound. There it is. This is basically a kick drum. And from this point we can do something more with it to give it some character, to shape it in the way we like it. So the first thing that I would like to do is create some overtones. You can do this with distortion or some saturation, but you can also do this with another waveform. I like the triangle. You can hear it. Now it has some overtones. So this is great, but a little bit too much. So we're going to use the filter and low pass it. And now the end of the kick drum sounds great. But just for the attack of the kick drum, I did like the full range of the frequencies more. So I would like to open up the filter for the attack of the kick drum and close it for the end. And I'm going to do that with the same envelope. So assign it to cutoff A. And with this button, I can open up the filter in the beginning or close it. And add some drive, of course. Yeah. Now for the attack, I would like to add some noise, just a tiny little bit of noise to create that first part of the kick drum. So I'm going to part B of this soft synth, and here put this to noise, the waveform, and crank it up to 1 voice, because when it's on 0 voices you can't hear anything. And we're going to do the same with envelope 2, a volume B. So sustain down, a little bit of decay, and what we have to do is close volume. So now here I can dial in how long the attack of the kick is going to be. I like it short. We're almost there. What you can do with the bandpass is dial in which character you would like to have in the noise. This is nice, I guess. It's a little bit of distortion. Let's try that out. Oh yeah. And here we go. Reverb. and just add a little bit, a tiny little bit of reverb. And I don't need that much, just a tiny bit. Yeah. So, and that's just to make it feel a little bit more alive, if that's the word. Rename this our kick. Now we created our kick drum, and I would like to show you how to create a snare drum. Just another instance of Sylenth. And there's the saw wave again. I'm gonna use a triangle because I like that. So drop it 1 octave. And now we're gonna do the same with the pitch as we did with the kick drum. Pitch A, sustain down, a bit of decay, make it percussive. We're gonna do the low pass thing again. Cut off to A, and there's our attack. Yeah. And now some drive. Noise, voices to 1, or else you can't hear anything. Take the volume down. Here, crank it up a little bit so you can hear it. That's the noise. Sustain down, a little bit of decay. It's already starting to sound like a snare drum. Tweak it a little. Some distortion. Maybe some EQ. Some reverb. Yeah, we're getting there, we're getting there. With the noise we can high pass it. We can create our hi-hat. Drag it in there. So let's rename this snare. Let's rename this hi-hat. Hi-hat is the easiest of all. Oscillator, choose noise. Volume down. Well, no, we don't even have to do that. Leave the volume up here. We're going to do it just straight up the amplifier envelope. You see what I did? Here's noise. And now make it percussive. And it sounds like a hi-hat. High pass it. That's basically it. It's as easy as that. Okay. Grab the hi-hat. Duplicate it. Open this one. The decay. We're gonna make it longer. And we've got ourselves an open hi-hat. Maybe take the volume down a bit. Open. And now, last but not least, the clap. Let's see, Sylenth. Open it up. Hit Ctrl J. And we got our saw wave again. Noise. Yeah. And now to create all those short hits of multiple noises, I'm going to use my LFO. We can try saw or pulse. I don't know what's best yet. So let's try it out. Take saw, crank up the gain. We're gonna drop down the volume of our oscillator. And here assign it to volume A. And crank up the rate. Let me try the pulse. Yeah, maybe that's better. Maybe that's better. Okay, so I would like to use envelope 2 and assign that to the rate. And now people are clapping really fast in the beginning, and later on it slows down. Here we go to the amplifier envelope. You have to search for the sweet spot. Okay, now I would like to have a bandpass. And add some drive. If I crank up the volume, the noise is going to be there a little bit underneath the different separated claps. We're getting there. Add some distortion again. Some EQ. And a bit of reverb. A bit. Okay. And now we can tweak it a little bit. Yeah, I want to crank up the rate a bit. Shorten it. Okay. Now what can be a really cool trick, in those 808 sounds, you can make the decay longer or shorten it. And that's the sound that we all love. And it would be really nice to have this in a macro. So if we're going to this view here, and push A to see my automation. And when I just touch this, you can see here it's Sylenth1 and it's the amp envelope of the decay. So when I touch this, this is going to pop up. And from here, I can assign it to a macro. Right click it, map to macro 1. And now here's my decay. I can basically do the same with the snare. So here we go again. Snare, Sylenth, touch this decay. And now here you can see it moved to the decay of Sylenth. Just click this and this pops up. Delete this again. And now right click and map to macro 2. Rename this, call it snare decay. There are two more things I'd like to do. I would like to go to my kick drum again, going to the node. This pops up, right click, macro 3. And now I can tune my kick drum. And we can do the same with the snare, of course. And for now, just let me create a nice drum pattern for this. And I will let you hear the result. Bye.